All right, are we heading inside?
Yes, let us do that.
I don't want a crumb left on
Oh,
that
it's the...
plate, girl.
Auntie Ethel, please. One more bite and this pie is gonna come back up to say hello.
Don't make me get the wooden spoon. You're eating for two. If it isn't the cheekiest pup of them all. You'd best have one hells of an apology for me, young man.
We can't
the mystery-
apologize to her? Darn.
Ah, I do like the mouthy ones. You know, I was gonna give you a swift kick up the arse and show you the door. But I think you and I could have a bit of fun together. Gods grant me patience. Eat up, Mayrina. I won't say it again.
I'm confused.
Keep that hole under your nose shut, or things will get messy.
What is it? What's going on?
You just have one of those faces, Mayrina. So bland and forgettable. Smart move, sweetness. Now, I can tell you're in dire need of help, Petal. That wriggler swimming in your brain juice is a bit of an inconvenience, isn't it? Because you stink. And I know the stench of mind flayer anywhere. I can tell you're almost done cooking. You know, you could turn, just like that. What do you say? Want me to take care of the little bugger?
See what weird stuff she
Do it,
does.
do it, do it. I let Volo try to stab me in the face.
But note that I don't work for free. I expect payment up front. One of your pretty little peepers. I pluck it from your head, kiss it for luck, then back in it goes. Won't take but a moment.
Wants
That
one of my
is
eyes?
choice.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
more, nothing less. Glorious.
Do it.
Wow,
Wait a moment.
okay.
Auntie needs her real nails for this.
Let's see what monster she is.
She's a hag. A hag is a type of monster.
Nice.
Much better. That human skin is fierce restrictive. Well, yes. I should bloody think so. Not many get to see a hag in all her glory. Consider yourself blessed. Now choose, which eye will it be? Right or left? Hold on to your knickers. This might sting a bit.
Oh. Oh.
No, that wasn't so bad, was it? Ah! Oh, you do make me laugh. No, unless you want tentacles for a tongue, stay absolutely still. I've removed one of these buggers before, but it's a touch tricky.
The parasite squirms at the hag's words. Pain builds behind your eye. You feel the creature writhe as it's dragged towards your ear. Then it bites back, burrowing even deeper into your brain.
Goddamn wretched! Ah! You little shit! You didn't tell me it was Netherese. I'm not touching that! Filthy shadow magic brings nothing but chains and misery. How could I have missed that stink? Like blood and piss congealing on my tongue. Ah! Someone's tampered with your parasite. That's likely why you've not turned yet. Bless us. You're as slow as a wet week. That thing has been touched by more than mind flayers. You're a dead soul walking. I can't help you. What about it? I held up my end of the bargain. It's not my fault the Wriggler's tainted by shadow magic. I want nothing to do with you or that scum in your brain. I'd kill you for that. But why deny your Wriggler the pleasure? But let it not be said that Auntie Ethel doesn't honor her debts. Here, it's on you to fix yourself. Now get out!
That complicates things.
Come now, Marina. Time to go.
So there should be a way to trade with
Bye-bye,
her because she has
lovelies.
like the little merchant thing. What the heck?
Where is she going, I wonder?
She disappeared.
What on earth are these?
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. You can't let people through, not again. Images flash. A man cowering, a bag open at his feet. Gold coins spilling onto the floor. His cries for mercy are cut short as the hag slices into him, dismembering him painstakingly, limb by limb. She cackles, the man's remaining flesh twisted and contorted, becoming the twisted surface of the door before you. Flee, you feel it cry.
We'll come back for that later.
No. No! Don't look.
There's a dude here.
Mustn't look, mustn't see. I see
Efren.
it. What's to come?
He's turned to stone.
You realize there's magic at work. Some type of spell. An illusion.
Me. Dead. Dead! Flesh rotten, bone shining!
Hey, do we have a way to break petrification?
We might.
I think so. I think I have a
Guys-
potion for it in my inventory.
Of a potion?
Yeah.
I think I have one also.
Lies! Lies!
Come use
I
it on
see
this guy.
See truth, see death, all future. Always ask, never good, never see, never. Gods, don't hurt me.
His little...
Please, 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 please.
I guess I should see what...
Monster! Monster! For mind dripping, flesh peeling, mind flayer!
My eye is way lame compared to the one Dean got.
No,
Oh, what does your eye do?
no!
It gives me advantage
Get
on
away, get
intimidations, but disadvantage on perception and when I'm attacking hags.
Oh.
My gentle Lauren. He wished to know what was to come.
Oh no.
What?
Hello, Petal.
Put on a mask.
What'd you do?
The mask suits you. Just relax. Sit and let your dear old Auntie Ethel look after you.
Kendall, what did you
Oh.
do?
So there's these masks on the table.
Stench of rot is a slap to the face. Suddenly she is there, beside you, behind you, inside you.
Yes.
Oh no.
I have you now, Petal. Don't worry. Auntie is going to take good care of you.
Can you focus on your oath if you've already broken it?
Shh. Let's see what happens, though.
Nice try, little paladin. Pity you lack conviction.
If it doesn't work, you guys can just knock me out.
What do we set?
And then take the mask off.
How do we set
Passives.
passives? Passives.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I just turned it on. Oh.
Holy cow.
I didn't know I could do that.
Maybe you should read what you get, Kendall.
I didn't even know I had that spell.
You didn't know you had hold person?
Oh, I think they just used a scroll.
Oh.
You need to take the mask off me somehow. See, can I do it?
There you go. You got it.
You got the mask off?
Yeah.
Don't look.
Oh, finally, I can think again.
Do you have the cure for
Should.
petrification?
Basilisk coil. Yeah.
What in the bloody hells is going on? Gods, really? I thought I was dead. I was sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. How did you cure it? The bite? Oh, no, no! Why? Why'd you remove the spell if you couldn't fix me? Oh, God! No! Ah, help! Ah, I don't want to die! Ah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Oops. Do we want to reload that?
I mean, do we know a cure for whatever he had?
I guess not. Oh, that's kind of lame.
You feel crushing waves of fear as the presence within the door recoils. It
Trying to
can't
open
let
the door?
people through.
Yeah.
Not again. A scene appears in your mind. 2 paladins and a cleric marching through the door, shrouded in the glow of the divine. Weapons brandished, they charge into the hag's lair. Screams of terror pierce the air.
You let them in? Naughty. That's a decade for each. You're mine for 30 more years, Petal.
You see an image of blue skies and sunshine as the door shudders a warning. Run. Its form flickers, and you realize that the door is transparent. You see the hag, eyes bright with glee, as she sets fire to the door. With a jerk, you're pulled from the vision. the presence within shrinks, begging you not to run through it.
Please.
What do you guys think?
You have to make it no longer private.
Feel the barest hint of life from within the door.
What'd you
Come
do?
on.
So basically, the door is an illusion. We can walk through it.
What?
Fear rushes through you as the door shakes, remembering the hag's smile. It remains firmly closed as the presence huddles within.
But the door doesn't want us to go through.
Did you just go through?
Yeah, I just walked through.
Feel the barest hint of life from within the door.
Oh, yep.
Well, I scared him.
Scaring the poor door.
It's already
Persuasion and
terrified.
Shudders, imagining its wooden frame cracking and splintering in a raging inferno. You see the hag. She walks through the door, its form
As a
shimmering.
person.
With a jerk, you're
You know, we
pulled
should
from
probably do a
vision.
long rest
You
instead of
feel
a
the
short
presence
rest.
within shrink, terrified.
Now I feel bad.
Yeah, I feel bad for it too.
Okay, how do I walk through?
There's a person walking around over here.
There's a couple. Oh.
There it goes. One sec, I need to get this toadstool.
They've got masks on. Do we want to try to non-lethal them? They've got masks.
That seems reasonable.
Okay.
I bet if we can get one of their masks off, we might be able to turn them to our side.
Yeah, I imagine we can.
Okay, so I just took their... Oh, they just died.
Oh,
And I took their
Interesting.
thing off.
maybe try like pickpocketing them. I don't know if you can do that in battle, but
Well, I was able to loot them.
yeah, I don't know.
This, like, person wants to get the mask off. They said it.
Yeah,
But there's, like, no option I can see for
Try
doing it.
crouching and then see if you can pickpocket them.
Says can't be threatened.
Yeah.
Okay, he just dies.
Maybe try healing them before taking the mask off.
I don't have any healing spells.
If you put a healing potion on the ground next to them and then hit it, it heals you and them. But it takes up your action.
Maybe we have to knock them all out, and then once combat has ended, we can take it off.
again.
Maybe.
No attack of opportunity? Come on.
Alright, I'm gonna loot this one. I'm taking the mask. And they
Okay,
die.
just kills him.
Yeah. So you're lucky, Kendall, that you didn't die from putting that on.
We could use Scrolls of Resurrection on them. Oh, they're definitely dead.
Yeah, you can't non-lethal ranged attacks.
Oh.
I'm going to.
Karlak,
And,
no!
Karlak just died.
Does Karlak just die?
Yeah, I picked her
That
up.
particle effect, it looks like they just farted really hard. They have some sort of spell on them.
Yeah, it was the curse of regret or whatever.
Let's talk to the vampire guy.
Oh yeah.
I'm exhausted. Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, Dean's already doing it.
What? Who? What happened? A girl? What are those vagabonds? Why would they... Cazador. Of course he'd send a girl to hunt me down. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn. And he became my tormentor. First, they make excellent monster hunters, so find a vampire spawn sounds perfectly reasonable to them. Second, they're the reason I'm like this in the first place. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. Concerned? Do you know the power Vampire Lord possesses? He can change shape, turn into mist, call walls to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you. You don't understand. You don't know him. Just trust me when I say we need to be careful. He'll send more lackeys. He has plenty of souls to command. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight.
Well, I can't believe we were almost swayed by the guy's sob story. Oh, the Starion wants to talk again.
Looking at something? I'm looking too, but not seeing very much. Another quirk of my affliction. Preening in the looking glass? Petty vanity? Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost.
No.
Aging? What do you mean, aging? I'm a vampire. Forever young. What? But I don't... Excuse me.
Poor
I
guy.
love bullying people.
No. Oh. Kendall, did you just leave the game?
Yo, Bird's back.
The
Yay.
cub pecks at a crimson splash on his leg.
No.
Oh, he's hurt. Think of this.
The cub looks at you with glistening eyes. With a sad hoot, he holds out his paw, revealing a wound. As the wound closes, the cub begins testing his weight on the leg.
Did you get kicks?
So much!
Yay.
Fell on the power ships. Switch.
Oh no! Oh man,
What happened?
that's not good. Kendall dropped a pen on the switch for his power strip and turned his computer off.
Oh. Isn't it so cute?
Yeah. When did we get this?
I don't remember us ever talking to it and inviting it to come to camp. So it might have been something that Kendall did, or
Because like I remember we were in that cave, but
the goblin in my playthrough that I did on my own, the goblins had one at the goblin camp. But when we were there before, I didn't see it. I didn't find it.
okay, I think I found the repercussion for drinking
Yeah, I was looking at that on
rotten flesh
Kendall.
water.
You'll have to speak slowly. I'm finding it
You
quite
are
difficult to
nauseated.
concentrate with my
You are
condition
vulnerable to
gnawing at my
psychic and
insides
acid
like a
damage.
teething displacer kitten. That is most
Right.
gratifying to hear. May I? Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mister, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am.
Are you
What I
watching
am
this, Dean?
is a walking shadow of the promise
No,
of once
I'm
held.
talking to Karlak.
What one might
Okay.
call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic
returned.
herself. The
Okay.
lady of mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my
Why
muse.
does a coconut
Later,
have
even my
no
lover.
seeds?
Good question. I don't know. I think it does have
Oh, yeah.
seeds, but the seeds are
We
part of
enjoyed
the
each other's
outside
company.
flesh.
Body, mind, and soul.
Hmm.
But even so, I desired more.
Like a strawberry.
You see, no matter how powerful
Yeah,
a wizard
well-
we mortals can become,
Yeah.
we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
Had an
Quite.
interesting idea, I
Tried
think,
to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded.
for a game
Swore my
where
ambition was only to serve her better.
all of the
She only
worlds are
smiled and told me to be contented.
inside of random
Inconceivable
objects
as it
that you
seems to me now, I
find
shared a bed with a
inside of the
goddess,
main world.
yet I wasn't satisfied.
And so you're running around
prove
trying to
myself
find
worthy to
these
her
magical
instead.
items, and when you
Come
use
now to
them,
the
like maybe
crux
you
of
eat
my
an
folly.
apple or you
Shall I share
open
the
up a
story
bag,
behind it, or would you
it
rather head
teleports
straight to
you
its sordid finale?
into this particular alternate world or dungeon.
Very
Interesting.
And there could be like
well. Here goes.
a
Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty
GPS
lord
type
lived
thing,
in a
like
tower.
in Breath of the Wild,
Flying tower,
where you got
to
close
be
to a
precise.
shrine, it would start
I'll
going
save
off.
his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost
What do you
managed, but
think,
not quite.
gang?
His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone.
Yeah, go for
The
it.
magic that
Sounds
was
pretty
unleashed
cool.
that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime
I was only half
chaos
paying
that
attention,
outdates
sorry.
creation. Even the weave itself
Ivy
could
went
not
to make
withstand
dinner,
the
so.
onslaught.
No, I'm
Fractured,
talking to Gale.
then shattered, and all
Oh.
magic was lost to the mortal realms.
He's telling us
Until
his
the day
tragic backstory.
Mystra returned,
But
Oh,
basically, he's just an
yeah.
idiot.
reuniting all its
I do
scattered
care, actually.
shards.
He was
But
hooking
only a
up with
Or so I thought.
Mistra,
Until, in the course
the
of my
goddess,
studies, I learned of a
and
book.
he was like,
The
this isn't good
Netherese
enough
tome
for
in which a
me,
piece
and
of the fractured weave had been sealed
ruined his
beyond
life.
her reach.
Oh.
What if, I thought, what if, after all this time,
Well, that does seem
I
like
could
a rather
return this
obvious.
lost part of herself to
so
the
he's trying to
goddess?
prove to her that that she should give him more power, more magic, and so he was like, he went on an adventure to go get something for her.
The answer was to try. The outcome
But he
was
did not
to fail.
succeed.
I was certain that this deed of raw power,
Interesting.
draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in. Into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And God says it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. Rather worse, actually. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'll say even a fragment as small as the one I carry.
So he has a giant,
It'll
like,
level a city the
ball
size
of
Waterdeep.
magic inside him, basically, that has to continually be fed, and if he doesn't continue to give it magic, he will explode and basically kill everyone around him.
Uh-oh.
Nice. We should use that as a weapon. When we go to the final boss,
chance upon a
we'll
king's
just tie
collection of
Gale
magical artifacts
to,
around
like,
the corner?
something, and then just let him
Cross
starve to
paths with a
death.
miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
Yeah, we all know which one you're gonna pick.
That is
Uh-huh.
a great relief.
I thought about going with the
A
middle
great
one.
relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. If you start feeling loopy, shout.
Are you besties with Karlak now?
I exhausted the dialogue options.
Well met. My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood.
It looks like he has
a child crying out from a lone farmstead.
What's it called?
I found him in the
Sharingan
fields, flanked by goblins.
from
His
Naruto.
mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mazora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
I just realized in Asterian's tent there is a cup. There are 2 cups with like blood stains next to them.
In his tent?
Yeah, like
Oh,
next
yeah.
to his tent,
Yeah.
like he's drinking blood.
Yep.
That's
But I
just
wonder
funny.
whether he had those like before we knew he was a vampire.
Right. Okay.
Did Kendall log out already?
No, he ran away.
Oh.
I'm just looking at the different LOD levels of the game.
You're such a nerd, Kendall. Okay. Adios, muchachos.
Love you guys.
Love you too.